Most people, when they're dumped, will chase and beg. They think that if they pour out their feelings, their ex will suddenly see the light and come back. But that's not how attraction works. It's actually the opposite. The more you push, the further they run away from you. The less you chase, the more inclined they'll be to come towards you. People don't come back because you want them to. You can't force someone to come back, just as you can't force someone to date you. Exes come back because they miss you and they realized your value while they were away from you. So, how do we make your ex miss you and realize your value? Stay tuned and you'll find out. Hi, this is Lucia with The Art of Love. I'm a dating and relationship expert specializing in helping you get your ex back or to get over your ex. And welcome back, my beautiful no-contact army. If you have my Silencio app, do you know that you can do affirmations? There's a section where you can do 3 free affirmations if you are into affirmations or even ask-formations. So if you haven't checked that out, make sure you do. The link is underneath every single video and podcast. And if you too would like to join our beautiful no contact army, all you have to do is hit the subscribe button and the bell notification and you're in. And to read our manual, go to nocontactsecrets.com where you can read 2 free chapters before you purchase the book. Before I start, I want to mention something that's been on my mind for a while. 65% of people who listen to me are not subscribed. So if I can ask you a favor, if my videos have helped you in any way and you want to give something back in return, then please hit the subscribe button. And I promise I will continue to work hard to put out interesting and helpful videos. Thank you. Okay, let's get into it. When something of value seems to be slipping away, our natural inclination is to chase it. However, the more you fight to keep your ex in your life, the more they'll resist. But why does showing that you care often have the opposite effect? It's because when you chase, the message you're sending is that your value, your worth, and your validation depends on your ex. This comes across as desperate, and desperation is never attractive. No one is going to come back because they pity you, just as no one is going to date you because they pity you. People need to see value in both dating you and in coming back to you. When you truly let go, you shift the dynamic completely. This is why people often hear from their exes when they decide to just let go or move on. That's why I have the meditation to take your energy back from your ex. And I'll put the link to that in the upper right-hand corner. Their ex can sense the shift in energy. And if they're still interested, they reach out. Your absence forces them to confront the reality they never expected. You're no longer chasing them and possibly no longer waiting for them. But this is where most people screw up. They think that just a little reminder to their ex won't hurt. So they'll post something on social media that their ex knows is for them, or they'll break no contact just to check in, just checking in. A breakup is not a hotel or an airline. You don't need to check in. Every time you reach out, you dilute the effectiveness of no contact, and you reassure them that you're still there and they have absolutely nothing to worry about. You're still waiting, you're still invested, and just like that, they no longer feel the need to come back. You just shot yourself in the foot, and you have no one to blame but yourself. Instead, by not chasing them, you're showing self-respect. You're showing that you're not going to chase anyone who's chosen to walk away from you. And for those of you who have an anxious attachment style because of an abandonment in childhood, your first instinct is going to be to chase them. Instead, you need to be working on your attachment style, not chasing. By doing no contact, you're communicating without words that you're strong enough to walk away and stay away. That strength is magnetic. Most people trip themselves up by thinking, but what if they never come back? What if they move on? Well, you need to ask yourself, do you really want someone who doesn't see your worth and your value and who has no problem walking away and never looking back? How can you build a future? How can you build a relationship with someone like that? When you stay away from your ex, you start to regain control of yourself. You start to actually get yourself back. Many people lose themselves once they start dating someone or they're in a relationship. They start overreacting, analyzing every little thing, overthinking, and waiting. You think that the way to prove your worth is by making them stay, but in reality, you prove your worth by not chasing them when they walk away. Let them sit in the silence of not hearing from you. Let them experience what it's like to not have you in their world. Absence speaks louder than words. Your power comes not from chasing them, but from your absence being felt so deeply that they have no choice but to come back. However, absence alone isn't enough. You need to become someone they can't ignore. You can't just stop at disappearing. You need to go beyond that. Your ex needs to see you're no longer the person they walked away from. You're going to work on becoming the best version of yourself. You want your ex to see you as someone new, someone who's not been sitting around waiting to hear from them, but has been actively working on themselves and their life. Yes, of course, you're going to level up physically, go to the gym, change your diet if necessary, update your wardrobe, get a haircut that's more flattering for your face shape, maybe a different hair color. However, your real power is going to come from your mental transformation. Instead of letting the breakup get to you and letting it determine your self-worth, you're going to take control of your life. Do things that make you feel powerful and independent. Read, attend seminars, workshops, go to therapy, whatever it is you need to feel mentally stronger, to become a person who doesn't need external validation in order to feel whole. Your ex expected you to crumble when they walked away, and instead, the breakup has had the opposite effect. When they see you thriving without them, and they will see it, even if you don't think so, they're going to see it, don't worry, they will be shook. This is when they start to second guess their decision. The paradox of attraction is that the moment you stop needing their attention is the moment that they actually want to give it to you. Who do you want to be when they come back? Do you want to be the same person you were when they walked away from you? Or do you want to be your best self so that by the time they return, you may not even be sure that you even want them back? When they do come back, the choice will be yours, not theirs. And the only way to get to that place is to mentally detach. Attachment is what's causing the pain you feel, not the loss itself. It's not their absence that hurts, but the fact that you're still emotionally tied to them. You're still making them the center of your thoughts. You're still letting them live rent-free in your head, even though they walked away. That's why you feel stuck and can't fully move on. Instead of living in the present, you're a prisoner to the past, replaying memories and wondering what you could have done differently. Detachment isn't about suppressing emotions and pretending you don't care. Detachment is about accepting reality as it is at this moment. No resistance, no anger. And this is where the magic happens. With that acceptance comes the feeling of calm and peace. When you're no longer fighting the current reality, it no longer affects you. Remember, you always have power over your mind and how you choose to view a situation. You couldn't control your ex breaking up with you, but you can control how you react to the breakup. And that's the moment that you reclaim your power. Accept that nothing and no one is permanent, and you will never be in fear of losing anyone. So now I want to hear from you. How long have you been in no contact, and how is it going? And in the meantime, if you would like my help to get your ex back, please contact me at theartoflove.net/contact, and we will send you the rates. The link is underneath every single video and podcast. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. If you're listening to this as a podcast and you want to help the channel, please download this episode. And finally, remember, love inspires, empowers, uplifts, and enlightens.